Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Pre-Market News and Views by InTheMoneyStocks. Today is October 18, 2016. My name is Nick Santiago. Thank you all for tuning in today. All right, we got a lot going on here. This coming Friday is options expiration, and the market sold off yesterday, but they are rallying today. Right now, we have the futures higher by 15.5 points to 2138.5 per contract. This is a pretty big surge. You can see really the markets just took off all throughout the overnight session, and right now just off the highs of the day. So again, futures are trading higher by 15.5 points at the moment. Now we have earnings in play, earnings galore. So let's get started there. First one we're going to take a look at is NFLX, which is Netflix. Let's get that in there. Netflix is trading sharply higher. The stock closed at $99.80, now trading at $118.18. So this is a big move for Netflix. Stock briefly traded above the 120 level. I got to say, 120 is still a lot of resistance. This stock is very, very overbought with this extended move. If you own Netflix, trail the stop loss immediately. If you don't own it, I would not be a buyer up here at these levels. This is way too high, way too extended. The institutions are not picking it up here. They've already made their move. So again, Netflix, great move today. Tons of resistance up here at around the 120 level. You have a huge double top around 133, but even at 120, this is a big, big resistance point. So again, Netflix, from what I can see right now, is overbought. If you own it, trail the stop loss. If you don't own it, don't do anything at this point in time. Next, we're going to take a look at is Big Blue IBM. And what you're going to see here is stock is trading at $150.15, closed at $154.77. I have levels for IBM. They'll be posted up in the intraday stock chat room right at 9 a.m. So if you want to come over, take a 7-day free trial to the intraday stock chat, you'll get the gap levels, you get all of our trades. We had another great day yesterday. We're going to look to keep that going right into the end of the trading week. Remember, Options X is in play today, in play really throughout into Friday, and we also have earnings galore taking place. Companies reporting hand over fist throughout the entire trading week, so it should be good action. Let's take a look at United Health. UNH is ticker symbol here. Stock is catching a nice little bid, closed at 134.13, now trading at 137.25. So this is a very good move for UNH. When I look at the chart right now, I have to think 140.50. You're going to hit some resistance, 140.75. Right in that wheelhouse, there will be a lot of resistance if the stock does get up there. Until then, if you own it, trail the stop loss. If you don't own it, don't do anything here. But if it gets to 140.50 to 140.75, that's where your traders should watch for pretty good intraday resistance in UNH. Next up, Goldman Sachs. What you're going to see here for Goldman Sachs, stock is trading at 171.48, closed at 169. So this is a good little pop. I'm going to give Goldman a slight upside bias here and say 176 and a quarter, 176 and a half. That's it's really its maximum move as far as I could see. There should be a wall of resistance around that level, but right now Goldman's holding up. It's kind of in no man's land. We'll look at this one once the opening bell rings. Johnson & Johnson, J&J, reporting earnings. Stock right now is trading at 118.20, briefly spiked, now has come back down. It closed at 118.49. So this stock is down, ticking a little bit. I don't see anything great. I don't see anything terrible. We'll look at it a little bit later. There's not much we could do with it here. Next up, we're going to take a look at Philip Morris International, PM. Stock right now is trading at $97, but there's no real volume behind it, so you got to be a little bit careful there. I do think we got a lot of resistance coming up, anywhere between 100 and 101.50. So again, we'll see how Philip Morris International plays out. But right now, holding up pretty well, but no volume there. So we got to look at that one once the opening bell rings. KSU, which is Kansas City Southern. This is a rail stock. Stock is trading at 94.09, closed at 94.71. I don't see much here yet, but I have some levels if we do come down a little bit lower. Right now, it's just a marginal or fractional loss, so we're not going to do too much yet, but I do have some levels. We'll be looking at this one once the opening bell rings. Let's take a look at BlackRock. BLK is the ticker symbol here. Stock is trading at $354.61. This is exactly where it closed yesterday. So a brief spike, but it's right to its closing print. Again, we're not going to do too much. Stock does get down to around 349. I do think you have some intraday support there. Keep that on the radar. Let's take a look at good old Hog, Harley Davidson. And what you're going to see here is stock is trading at $49.50, closed at $49.70. So basically not doing much, but again, this will be in play today. Next up, we have Regions Financial. RF is a ticker symbol here. They reported earnings as well. Stock is trading at $9.91, closed at $10.01. So they're down about 10 cents before the opening bell. Again, I'm seeing some intraday support around 9.55, around 9.50, right around that level if we do trade down there. So keep that on the radar. We want to take a look at United Airlines, or United Continental as it's called now. Stock is trading at $52.50, closed at $53.03. Again, this stock is not doing much. If it does trade lower, we have a lot of support around the $49.50 level. If it gets down to around $49.50, $49.40, I think that could be worthy of an intraday scalp play. We'll keep this stock and other airlines on the radar today. So again, we should have tons of action out here. Last but not least, we're going to take a look at Domino's Pizza, DPZ. They reported earnings. Stock closed at $152.01. It is now trading at $157.28. So this is a good pop for Domino's. I think you're going to probably hit resistance around the 158 level. So keep that on the radar. We'll see how it plays out. We'll see where it goes. And we'll just take it one step at a time, one play at a time. And we'll look at this one once the opening bell rings. All right, let's shift gears here and go over to the gold market. Gold is catching a bid today. We have gold futures up about $6.20 to $1,262.70. This looks like it's on the back of a weaker dollar. If you take a look at the dollar today, you're going to see that the U.S. dollar index trading down a little bit, trading at 97.80. And again, we'll see how that plays out a little bit later today. But gold and the GLD right now are catching a bid. Next up, we're going to take a look at oil. Crude oil right now is trading up 27 cents to $50.64 a barrel. If you take a look at the all-important USO, which is a good oil ETF, you'll see this is trading at $11.43, up from $11.37. So oil continues to remain strong, staying buoyant. And again, we'll look at oil, gold, and everything else once the opening bell rings today. If you want to come over and trade alongside of us, take the 7-day free trial to the intraday stock chat room. You'll see everything that we're doing in there. Get to ask questions. It's an open format. And again, we have had a great trading week last week, a great trading day yesterday, and we're going to look to keep that going. So with that being said, everybody, have a great session, and we'll see you on the charts.